28 December 2018. Morning Murli. Om Shanti. Bab Dada says, "Sweet children, renounce your attachment to the old world and have zeal and enthusiasm for service. Never become tired of service." Question: what are the signs of children who have intoxication of knowledge? Answer: they have a lot of interest in doing service. They remain constantly engaged in service through their minds and words. They give everyone the Father's introduction and give the proof of it. While establishing the kingdom, if they have to tolerate anything, they do so. They are complete helpers of the Father and do the service of making Bharat into heaven. Song: Mother, O Mother, you are the best tower of fortune for all. Om Shanti. Your children now know the mother number-wise, according to the effort you make. You know the mother, and so you will surely know the father. This mother and father are the best towers of 100-fold fortune, and best towers of fortune. The ones with 100-fold fortune are those who make effort and create their full fortune. They claim their inheritance in the sun and moon dynasties, and that too is number-wise. There are many who are like the natives. They will go and take birth among the very ordinary subjects. They cannot claim a status. The Father definitely tells you, children, do not have attachment to this old world. The poor world is crying out. You children have to have interest and enthusiasm to do service. Although some do have enthusiasm to do service, they don't have the art of doing service. You receive many directions. The writing has to be very refined. The picture of Trimurti and the tree should be 30 by 40. These are very useful things. However, some children have little value for them. Although there is a lot of respect for Sanjay, that praise is of the end. It is said, ask the Gop and Gopis about super sensuous joy, so that praise too is of the final stage. No one has that happiness now. They now continue to cry and fall. Maya slaps them. Although some come every day, they do not have that intoxication. You receive many chances to do service. People now continue to say that there should be one religion. There used to be one government in Bharat. It was called heaven, but no one knows that. It was 5,000 years ago when there was the one government. You can even say that until 2,500 years ago, there was one government, because even the kingdom of Rama, there was one government. For 2,500 years, in the golden and silver ages, there was the one government. There weren't two for there to be any conflict. Here, they continue to say that the Chinese and Hindus are brothers. They look what they continue to do. And look what they continue to do. They continue to shoot each other. The world is such. Every husband and wife fight between themselves. A wife doesn't take long to slap her husband. There is a lot of fighting in every home. The people of Bharat have forgotten that it is only a matter of 2,500 years ago when there was one government. Now, there are many governments in many religions, so there would be definitely fighting. You tell them that there was one government in Bharat. That was called the government of gods and goddesses. The path of devotion came later. There is no devotion in the golden and silver ages. People show their arrogance a great deal, but the knowledge they have is not worth a shell. They have a lot of other knowledge. Knowledge for becoming a doctor, knowledge for becoming a barrister. The father says, those who call themselves doctors of philosophy don't have this knowledge at all. They don't even understand what is called philosophy. Therefore, you children should have an interest in doing service and become helpers in establishment. You have to make something good and give that, as it is the status of a person. So, the invitation given to him. For example, there are many officers in the government. There is the education minister and the chief minister. There should be an office here too. You should put whatever directions are given into practice. They have now written the Gorakhpuri Gita and they are all ready to distribute it free of charge. All the institutions have many funds. When the Maharaja of Kashmir died, the Arya Samaj received all his property because he belonged to the Arya Samaj. Even sannyasis have a lot of money. You are using all the money you have for this service so that Bharat can become heaven. You are helping to make it into heaven. There is a difference of day and night. Day by day, those people continue to become residents of hell, whereas the Father is now making you into residents of heaven. All are poor. It isn't that we continue to accumulate money. You say, Baba, use these few pennies I have for the yajna, for service. At this time, all continue to fight and quarrel among themselves. There cannot be one government. So you should tell the government that there definitely was the one sun and moon dynasty government. You also desire that it will definitely happen. The Father is establishing heaven. He is heavenly God, the Father. We are establishing the one deity government. The devilish government does not exist there. All of them will be destroyed. You have very good knowledge and a lot can be achieved with that. Delhi is the head office. They can do a lot of service. The children there are very good too. There is Jagdish, Sanjay. However, all are Sanjay. There isn't just one Sanjay. Each one of you is Sanjay. Your duty is to show everyone the path. The Father continues to explain to you very well, but some children are trapped in their own businesses and in looking after their children, etc. While living at home with their families, they do not become helpers of the Father. Here, you have to demonstrate this by doing service. How is the one government being established? This cycle and drama are showing you the time. Just as the picture of Ravan has been created in the same way, make a big picture of the cycle and write on it. The hand has now reached the time. There now has to be the one government once again. Baba gives you directions. Shiv Baba will not go into the streets and stumble around. If this one goes, it means that Shiv Baba has to stumble around. You should have regard for Baba. It is children's duty to do service. You should write, the one government that existed in Bharat is once again being established. This sacrificial fire was created many years ago. All the rubbish of this world is to become merged in it. It is very easy, but it takes time to explain to everyone. There are no kings now. No one will believe just one person. Previously, when a new invention was created, they would get the word spread by the king because the king had the power. One becomes a king either through Raja Yoga or by donating a lot of wealth. Here, it is the rule of the people. There isn't the one government party. There is even a party of poor soldiers. They don't take long to dishonor anyone. Many such activities continue to take place. Give them a little money and so they will even killed big ministers. So, you children have to take the chance of doing service and not go to sleep. Just as people go to hear stories at villages gatherings, and then go back home and become the same as they were and don't have any enthusiasm, similarly children too lack that enthusiasm. Government gardens would have many very good first-class flowers. Their department is separate. When anyone goes there, they are first of all given first-class flowers. This too is the Father's flower garden. If someone were to come here, what would you show them while taking them around? You would tell them the names. These are very good flowers. Tanger and ook flowers are also sitting here. They don't sparkle. They don't do any service. Every day, you definitely have to give someone the Father's introduction. You are incognito, and you have so many obstacles. You have not become worthy of doing service. Baba repeatedly tells you to go to temples, to go to cremation grounds. You should go and give lectures. Your children have to give the proof of service. You children have to give the proof of service. A few will emerge out of hundreds. You should also explain this to your friends and relatives. When people are afraid to come here, you should go to their homes and explain. They will become very happy when they receive the Father's introduction. Baba says there shouldn't be any tiredness while doing service. Out of 100, one will emerge. You definitely have to tolerate something while establishing a kingdom. Until you have taken insults, you cannot become Kalangidar. One Kalangidar is one who is worshipped because of having taken insults. Your intoxication of knowledge is high. However, where is the result? Okay, you gave knowledge to 10 or 20. So if 1 or 2 awaken from that, you should tell Baba. Only when you have an interest in doing service will Baba give you a prize. Give the Father's introduction. Who is your Father? Only then can the intoxication of inheritance rise. You can give a lecture. No one in the whole world apart from Brahma Kumars and Kumaris know the history and geography of the world. Issue this challenge. Baba has mentioned the cremation grounds, and so you should go there and do service. You do your business, etc. for 6 to 8 hours. So, where does the rest of your time go? You won't be able to claim a high status just like that. Baba would say, you have to come to marry Lakshmi or Narayan. But first of all, look at your own face. What Baba explains is right. Just take up the one topic. Come and understand how the history and geography of the world repeat. Print this in newspapers. Try and hire a hall. You don't even receive 3 square feet of land. They don't recognize you. You are foreigners from Supreme Abode. Souls have all come from the Supreme Abode. Therefore, all of you are foreigners. However, no one understands your language. Here in the corporeal form, you're not told to touch anyone's feet or to do things like that, such as kissing the feet of sages and great souls and then washing the feet and drinking that water. That is called the worship of the elements. Bodies are made of the 5 elements. Look at what the condition of Bharat has become. Therefore, the Father says, give the proof of service, give happiness to everyone. Here, you should have just the one concern, to connect your intellect in yoga to the Father. Song. Mother, you are the best hour of fortune for all. Mother Jagadamba is the best hour of fortune. It is the mother who attains her status. She too says, remember Shiv Baba. I imbibe knowledge from him and then also inspire others to imbibe it. It makes you fortunate. You are best hours of fortune for Bharat, so you should have so much intoxication. Whatever have some whatever is Mama's praise is praise of the father and also of Dada. Dada means Brahma Baba. You children should do physical service of the sacrificial fire and definitely do spiritual service too. Give everyone the mantra of Man Mana Bhav. Man Mana Bhav means to serve through the mind, and Madhyajit Bhav means to serve through words. Serving through deeds is also included in that. You Kumaris should become engaged in service. Very good service takes place in the villages. There is a lot of fashion in big cities. There's a lot of temptation, and so what can they do? Should we leave out the big cities? We can do that. The sound will spread in the big cities through the wealthy ones. However, the world has to be made into heaven with the magic of Man Bana Bhav. The father sits here and explains who this Jagdamba is. She is the best tower of 100-fold fortune for Bharat. Her Shiv Shakti army is also well known. Jagadamba is the head. That is, she is the head who establishes the one government in Bharat. The incarnation of Shaktis, the mothers of Bharat, established the one government in Bharat by following Srimad. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to spiritual children. Essence for Dharna. Keep your intellect connected in yoga to the one Father. Make this world into heaven with the magic of the mantra Man Mana Bhav. Second, never become tired of doing service. Together with physical service, also do spiritual service. Remind everyone of the mantra Man Mana Bhav. Blessing. May you be an embodiment of success who achieves success in service with the power to discern and decide. Those who recognize the Father themselves, the time, the Brahmin family, and their elevated task with the power of discernment, and then decide what they want to become and what they have to do, are the ones who always achieve success in their service, in the things they do, and in coming into connection and relationship with others. The basis of becoming an embodiment of success in service through mind, words, and deed is the power to discern and decide. Slogan. Become filled with the light and might of knowledge and yoga, and you will overcome any adverse situation in a second. Om Shanti.